I want to see a feisty group of disabled people all around the world. I mean, a group of people who will not accept no without asking why. We want no more segregation. We will accept no more discussion of segregation. Every time you raise issues of separate but equal, the outrage of disabled individuals across this country is going to continue. It is going to be ignited. There will be more takeovers of buildings until finally maybe you begin to understand our position. We want the law enforced. And I would appreciate it if you would stop shaking your head in agreement when I don't think you understand what we are talking about.
We realized the problem did not exist with people with disabilities. The problem existed with people that didn't have disabilities.
When I was 5 years old, my mother took me to the local school to enroll me. But the principal said I couldn't go to that school because I couldn't walk, I could be a fire hazard. Even when we were that young, we knew that we were all being sidelined.
Down through the centuries, our literature, and recently our movies, are full of monstrous, misunderstood creatures. Through this conditioning, we come to think of the handicapped as objects of fear or pity or loathing.
There is a minority in America that has only recently begun to speak up and be heard. They face problems of discrimination and prejudice in employment, education, transportation, and in just about every other aspect of what society considers everyday life. Until the last few years, they suffered mostly in silence, but that's changing. They have begun to organize.
If you don't respect yourself, and if you don't demand what you believe in for yourself, you're not going to get it. The civil rights movement was going on around us, and that was an opportunity to talk about why were we excluded, and what did we need to do.
The president has vetoed a bill because he said it would cost too much.
The handicapped demand that Section 504 of the Civil Rights Act be signed. This building has been occupied for 11 days by a small army of the handicapped. Support outside has increased each day.
Schools and universities and even hospitals didn't want to have to spend the money to make their buildings accessible. If I have to feel thankful about an accessible bathroom, when am I ever going to be equal in the community?
It is the latest struggle for civil rights and integration into the mainstream of American life. For more than 40 million Americans who are physically or mentally disabled, a new era is dawning.
What do we want? When do we want it? What I've tried to do in part is to turn some of that anger around and put it into positive action. I'll take all night. I have to. We as disabled persons are here today to ensure for the class of disabled Americans the ordinary daily life that non-disabled Americans too often take for granted. The right to ride a bus or a train, the right to any job for which we are qualified, the right to enter any theater, restaurant, or public accommodation. The passage of this monumental legislation will make it clear that our government will no longer allow the largest minority group in the United States to be denied equal opportunity. To do any less is immoral.